The wildebeest, also known as the gnu, belong to the Bovidae antelope family that also has antelopes, cattle, goats, and sheep. They come in two types, the blue wildebeest of East Africa and the black wildebeest of Southern Africa. The migration of the wildebeest from Tanzania to Kenya and back is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Mike Okinyi was recently in the Maasai Mara and brings us the story of the migration currently happening across the Mara River.
The wildebeest migration is arguably one of the selling points for the Kenyan tourism sector. Between July and December, the number of wildebeest at the Maasai Mara Game Reserve is huge. A drive through the Mara shows thousands and thousands of them grazing in the expansive Mara plains. But no one tells the story of the chase for the wildebeest migration. It happens twice a year between the end of July and September when they cross from the Serengeti Game Reserve in Tanzania to the Maasai Mara Game Reserve in Kenya, and then they cross back to Serengeti in November. The crossing is not in one particular place but different places along the Mara River. And this happens on different days between July and September. So the first step in witnessing the wildebeest migration is to look out for the potential crossing points, monitoring the movement of the wildebeest. With experienced guides at the park, it is easy to identify where the migration could happen looking at where the cars are parked strategically. Then the waiting begins. This can take some time, at times hours, as the wildebeest remain at the riverbanks without crossing.
I've seen migration so many times, but it never gets boring. It's something spectacular. We keep coming. Like today we've been around for like close to 3 hours. We had lunch close by and we thank God that we didn't leave because we saw it and it's new every day.
The drivers must be alert because as soon as the wildebeest make a move for the crossing, all the cars make a mad dash for a better view near the crossing point.
Guys, no.
This is a spectacle that brings people to the Maasai Mara as thousands and thousands of wildebeest cross the Mara River to the Maasai Mara Game Reserve. It could take a few minutes for the small herds and hours when the wildebeest are in their tens of thousands.
If they say there are 7 wonders in the world, I would say this would come as the first wonder in the world.
And let me tell you, this is a lifetime experience. I mean, the pace, the energy these animals they have, the way they congregate together, the way they follow one leader and the rest they follow. I mean, the jump, steep downhill.
It is not always successful crossing to the other side. Predators are lying in the water, and after crossing, if they evade the crocodiles, the lions are across the river waiting. The mad rush to witness crossing up close has its adverse effects.
Sometimes I don't think it's fair because we run with our jeeps, everybody wants to see, and then this distracts their patterns and it's not fair.
The death toll is not high, but some wildebeest drown, others break their limbs and die by the river as well. The industry players are encouraging tourists to look out for the migration and much more that the Mara has to offer.
You can imagine the scenery of the Mara where you're actually having a very private wedding, a very nice wedding right in the bush. There's so much that can be sold of Mara just other than the migration itself.
With the reopening of the tourism sector, local tourism is what is shouldering the industry, with Kenyans embracing local tourism. Mike Okinyi for Citizen TV.